Hello everyone, my name is Shottam. In this video, let's talk about dictionaries in Python. Okay, so how do you define a dictionary? You can define a dictionary just like this using the curly braces. Okay, so this is a dictionary now. How do you insert into a dictionary, insert some data? Before that, you must remember how a dictionary works. Okay, so a dictionary will store data as key value pair, meaning each of the keys will be unique in a dictionary, and for each key there will be a value associated with it. Okay, so now let's see how to insert some data. The easiest way is using the square bracket. Let's put a as a key here, and let's say 1 is a value. I can insert another one, maybe let's say, let's not make it a string, let's say it is roll. Okay, and let's make it 6. Now if I print the dictionary, so this is the output. Okay, so this is a dictionary. Now in this dictionary, a is a key and 1 is the value associated with a. Roll is the key, 6 is the value associated with roll. Okay, you must remember that in a dictionary you cannot have duplicate keys, so this a should be unique over the entire dictionary. Moreover, a dictionary is not indexed. That means you cannot access any of the elements using the indices. There is no such concept of index in case of dictionary. Okay, so there will be no indices, and dictionaries are mutable, so you can insert, obviously you can see that you can change the contents of a dictionary. That means it is mutable, right? Now let's see another way to insert some data. Okay, okay, let's insert it using the update function. So you can use update. Okay, inside update you must have a dictionary, you must send a dictionary. Okay, this is one way of using it. So maybe I want to say B and let's send 9. Okay, now if I print this, execute this, let's see, B is inserted, B and 9 is inserted, right? So this is one way of inserting it. Another way is to use the update again, but this time you can use the assignment operator. You can simply write maybe V equal to 87 maybe. Let's run it. You see, V is a key, 87 is a value associated with V. So in this way you can insert data into a dictionary, right? So now let's say I want to delete some elements from the dictionary. How can I do that? So there are two different ways. One way is to use the del keyword. Okay, del followed by the dictionary name, then after that I will have to give the key. So let's say I want to insert row, I want to delete roll. Okay, and let's say I want to print the contents of the dictionary here. After that I want to delete it. Let's now run it. See, roll is deleted from this dictionary. Okay, so this is one way using the del keyword. Del should be followed by the dictionary name, then square bracket within which you have to give the key name, okay, which we want to delete. So along with the key, the value associated with the key will also get deleted, right? So this is one way of deleting. Another way is to use the pop. So you can write maybe x equal to d, meaning the dictionary dot pop. Okay, inside pop you need to give the key which you want to delete from the dictionary. Okay, now if I run it, see, roll is deleted. Okay, so this is another way. Now what is the difference between the two? We can use del, we can use pop, but there is a difference. The difference is, in case of pop, what is happening, you can get the value while you are deleting it. So I can maybe print here the deleted value is say x. Okay, so it will give me 6. Okay, because role was deleted and the value associated with role was 6. So this was not possible in case of del, right? So this is one advantage of using this pop. Another advantage is, suppose this is not present. Okay, let's try with del first. Okay, let's delete this. Let's try to delete one key which is not present. Let's say D. What will happen? It will throw an error. Okay, saying that key error D. That means D is not found in the dictionary, and so it throws an error. So we want to avoid errors, right? So one way to avoid the error is using pop. So let's say I do not have D. I do not have D, right? So let's execute it first. If I execute it, see again D not found, right? But we can have an information here, not found. So if D is not found, then this message will be printed. Otherwise, the value associated with D will be stored in X and it will be deleted from the dictionary. So if I run it, see it runs absolutely fine, right? If I give a key which is present, then not found will not be present. It will be deleted simply. A will be deleted and the value of A will get into X. So if I would have printed X, then what would have happened? Maybe if I would have printed X, then it would have that value, right? 1. Okay, so you can use both depending on your requirement. Next, let's see how to access the elements of a dictionary. So let's say I have all these elements. I have all these 4 elements, A, B, V and role. Now I want to access the values. So I can access it in 2 ways. The simpler way is simply print D followed by the key name. Okay, it will give you the value 1. Okay, so this is one way. But the problem with this method, let's delete it. The problem with this method is if a key is not present, let's say AB is not present, right? Then it will throw an error, key error, right? AB, that this key is not present in my dictionary. So it is throwing an error. Again, we want to avoid the errors in our program. Then we can use another method. Let's say x equal to d dot dictionary dot get. Okay, so get function is used to retrieve the values of a corresponding key. Let's say I want to maybe I want to get the value of A. So after that I want to print the value of X. Let's say if I run it now, what will happen? 1 is printed. But let's say I give AB. So AB is not present. In this case, what will happen? It will return none. So this is not an error. Alternatively, we can have some message here. Key not present maybe. Okay. So what will happen in this case? Key not present is printed. So this is a way around to avoid the errors if some data is not present in our dictionary, because you were doing it here. If you are doing it here, then you were aware what are the contents of the dictionary. But when you'll be doing a huge project where the keys and all the data will be coming from maybe some databases, or you have to do some retrieval, some searches and all that, in that case you will have no idea what keys are present, what not. So in that case, this is a better approach. Okay, you will get a message key not present, and that will actually you can do many things using this. Maybe I will not give this, maybe I'll put here -1. Okay, after that I can do something like this. If x equal to -1, then maybe I can print a message. Maybe I can print a message not found, right? Else maybe I can store the value, maybe store equal to x. Okay, after that maybe I can print the value of store or whatever, if there is some information in store, right? So if I execute this, what will happen? Not found is printed. If I give a here, which is present, then nothing is printed because I have not printed the value of store. I can print value of store here, okay, and maybe get it here. Store by default is maybe 0. So if I run this course, what will happen? 1 is printed. On the other hand, if I do not have a key present, maybe AB, what will happen? Store will be 0 and not found will be printed. So this is again a way where you can avoid using or getting errors, right? So now let's see, let's say we have all these elements. Again, let me print the contents of dictionary. So we have all these elements, right? Now suppose I want to iterate over the elements, okay? So you can do it like this: for, okay, key comma v, meaning key comma v means key comma value, k comma v, in d dot items, parenthesis. Now you can print k, okay, comma v maybe. In that way, what will happen? It will print this. Okay, let's delete this print. See, this information is printed. So I can maybe print it in a better way. Key, sorry, key is let's say k, right? And value is v. So in this way, if I run it, so key a value 1, key roll value 6, key b value 9, key v value 87. So this is how you can iterate, right? Or maybe you do not want to use the values, you can only have keys, you can use anything. Or maybe you do not want to have this. What will happen if you run this? See, this information is stored on all the key pairs, right? So this way you can do it. Or maybe you want to print it like this. What will happen? See, only the keys are printed, okay? Or maybe you can have dot keys, okay? In this way also you will get all the keys only. And if you use values here, that case you will get all the values. Let's write it as values, right? Let's run it. See, only the values are printed, okay? So these are some ways of iteration over the dictionary, right? So that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Thanks.